Knowing how to build a WordPress website, I mean, a typical WordPress website is good, but one other step you need to take also is knowing how to optimize every WordPress website that you successfully build for speed. Right, I mean optimizing every of your WordPress website for speed. So knowing how to speed up your WordPress website will also give you an edge over the normal WordPress website designer that is out there, right? Because sometimes your WordPress website can really mess you up, right? I mean, having to build a good looking and sometimes what I call sophisticated WordPress websites, and having the website load in 30 minutes is not actually a nice thing to behold. So you want to not just know how to build the WordPress website, but also know how to get the WordPress website to load up as quickly as possible. You know why? The reason is simply because visitors' attention span has greatly reduced. Nobody wants to spend the whole of their day trying to load up your website and spending the next day trying to understand what your website is all about, right? People's attention span had greatly reduced and they want to load up your website in the quickest of time. And not just users alone, even Google itself being a user, or let's say the search engine itself being a user, wants to ensure that it serves your content to searchers and they can find the content they're looking for on your website. And Google also wants to be able to access your pages or every section of your website as quickly as possible in order to show you up in search, which is what makes up part of the technical SEO, obviously, right? So in this particular video, I'll take my time to enumerate all of the factors that actually affect a WordPress website speed. And also from my 10 years of building WordPress websites consistently, I mean, I've built way over 100 websites. I've come to realize that fixing up all of these factors I'm going to be outlining on my digital board will obviously help you to speed up your website also. I mean, your WordPress website also. So let's get to my board and let me make you this list of factors that you must put into consideration. And solving them also means solving the problem of slow website speed for your WordPress website. So let's get to the board right now, guys, and I'll make you a list of these factors for consideration. So the very first factor I put into consideration every time in optimizing my website is to look into the images, right? Images optimization. Right, very important. So you want to optimize your images and I will show that to you how you can get to do that just immediately after now. So sometimes I just reduce the size of my image, I reduce the size, or I change the format from, let's say, PNG to WebP, the WebP format. So apart from image optimization, I also look into hosting, right? So what hosting are you actually building your website on? Very important to also note that. So for those who are watching this video from Africa or maybe from Nigeria specifically, you may use hosting platforms like QServer, right? I'm not saying that QServer is the best, but of course on a personal note, someone like myself, I use Hostinger, right? For speed. So I'm also recommending QServer also for those in Africa or in Nigeria, but I use Hostinger myself, and sometimes I use QServer also for smaller websites. But if I'm looking forward to building a big or a large website, I use Hostinger. So apart from hosting and image optimization, you also want to look at the number of plugins you have, right? Plugins you have on the platform. So number of plugins you have on the platform is very important because some plugins may actually make your website load very poorly, right? Of course, there are some plugins that you don't necessarily need on your website. You want to try as much as you can to knock them off, right? Just have the necessary plugins on your website, on your WordPress website. So necessary, let me add necessary here. Necessary plugins. All right, so the next thing I actually look into is the files, other files on the website, like videos. Let's take video for instance. video files. So if you have your way, right, you should upload, if you have the opportunity, you should upload your videos on third-party platforms, right? On third-party platforms like YouTube, Vimeo, and then embed the links on your website, right? So this is pretty much what you'll be needing to speed up your website. I mean, these are some of the factors that you must put into consideration in order to speed up your website. For instance, your images must be optimized. So if sometimes you have image as much as 5 MB, when you resize the image, you may have as much as 50 kilobytes. That is a great reduction. Do you understand? You can also change it from PNG to WebP format. So hosting platform also plays a great role in helping your website to load very fast. A place like Hostinga, I'm so confident about the fact that Hostinga can help you. And sometimes I've tested QServer also, and it works a great deal, right? So I'm not a marketer for them. I'm not marketing anything for them, but I'm simply asking you to try them out, right? So number of plugins on your platform also is very important. You want to ensure that you don't have unnecessary plugins on your platform. Other files also, like videos and some other stuff like that, are also very important. For videos, you may want to list them on third-party platforms like YouTube or Vimeo. So there are several other things also that you may need to put into consideration, but let's limit them to this particular four for now, for the sake of our time. Thank you so much, and let's get to meet up in the next session of this video, where I walk you through on the practical sessions on how I can go about doing all of this. So before we actually get started, let's analyze our website to see the current speed score, right? So I'm using a website called gtmetrics.com, right? So gtmetrics allows us to check our current website speed. So I'm currently logged into my account here on gtmetrics. So I'll try to analyze one of my websites, Digital Success Place, and to see what the current score is. So let's analyze the performance of this website. So gtmetrics goes ahead to analyze the website's current performance. Also, I will use Google Page Speed Insight to analyze the website also and see the current speed score, right? So let's paste this particular URL here, for example, and analyze the website. So the website is actually coming up from here. So let's check this also to be very sure it is done or not. So this is what the website looks like on a norm. So as soon as it's done doing this, wow, so it's generating reports. So it says currently the website is on B, about 84% score in green. Other websites you analyze may have lower scores than this. So it says the structure is 89%, also in green. So it says the TBT is 5 minutes and CLS is about 0% or thereabouts, right? Overall score is 84%. The website is looking pretty fast, right? So if the website is not fast in the first place, what I most likely will do will still be going through the same checklist I discussed with you before now on this particular website. First of all, I will go back to the images and try re-optimizing the images. So sometimes you may have so many images on your website. You may have as much as 1,000 images. You cannot optimize everything at once. That is why you will need some plugins also to help you out in optimizing the images. So we have several plugins that can actually help to minify. We call it minifying images on websites. So this one says on mobile is about 52% and 94, 96, 92. On desktop it is about 97, 94, 100, 92. So this is looking pretty good. Minify your images using tiny PNG. So tiny PNG right here can help you reduce the size of your images. So what I try to do myself is reducing the size of images before I upload them on my website, right? So this can help you to reduce the sizes of your images. So click on this one to add an image, right? So let's say this one here, we have 927 kilobytes. Let's upload this first of all. So it optimizes this and then renders the image in a smaller size, not tampering or jeopardizing the quality of the image. So as soon as you are done compressing your image, you can also come to Cloud Convert. Just go to Google and type in PNG to WebP like this, and then you see Cloud Convert. So Cloud Convert allows you to convert your images from PNG to WebP. So that is before you start building the website. But of course, as soon as you're done building the website, once again, there are several plugins also that can help you convert your already uploaded images from PNG or from the current version they are, either a JPEG to a WebP format. So tap on this first one here, Cloud Convert, right? So this one is done optimizing. So it has reduced the image from 950 kilobytes to 212 kilobytes. So you can go ahead now and download this image here. When you come to Cloud Convert, you can also get to add files right here. So this is currently the one that we just reduced, 207 kilobytes. Let's get to select this once again and convert to WebP format. Tap on Convert. So it reduces the image once more. So we can download this. So as soon as this is downloaded, this has reduced to 48.4 kilobytes from about 900 plus kilobytes. So do this for all of your images. First of all, reduce it with tiny PNG. Then using Cloud Convert, convert it from PNG to WebP, and it further reduces it also without losing the quality of the image. So optimizing your image is the very first step you need to take in order to speed up your website. So the next thing you need to do also is your hosting. You may need to speak with your hosting provider, asking them to help speed up your website or to give you ideas on how to speed up your website also. I'm very sure a platform like Hostinger actually does that, right? Reaching out to the customer support, they give you a guide on how you can speed up your website. So the next thing you want to do also is to reduce the plugins. So check out your dashboard, your WordPress dashboard. If there are unnecessary plugins on the platform, you want to try as much as possible to delete some of them, right? Some plugins are really not necessary. You have to just take them off the dashboard so that you can have a neat and a very fast website. So installed plugins, go ahead and remove some of them that are not too important. So I have so many plugins right here. So in your own case, you can just update the ones that are out of date already and delete the ones that are not necessary, right? So do that for all of your plugins. Anyone that you think is not necessary, please knock them off, and the ones that you think are necessary, please do leave them behind. But once again, you can speak with your hosting provider and have them help you out with instructions on how you can actually speed up your website, right? So last but not least is videos. If you have any video file on your website, simply use third-party platforms like Vimeo and maybe YouTube also to render those videos, and copy the links only to paste on your platform, right? So let's say for instance on this particular page I want to plug in a video. So as you can see on this particular page, I plugged in a video here, right? If you play this video, it plays up, but the video is not hosted directly on the website, it is hosted on Vimeo. That is one of the ways also by which you can speed up your website without necessarily doing so much. So that will be it basically for now, guys. You can go ahead and use tiny PNG or converting the images from PNG to WebP to reduce any other images that you'll be uploading on your website. Or if you have the website up and running already, you can simply apply some plugins that helps to minify images to get that done, right? You can also speak with your hosting provider and of course reduce the number of plugins you have, and also host your videos on third-party platforms. So thank you so much, and let's get to meet up in my subsequent videos. Bye for now.